We are back now with What to Cook When You Don't Feel Like Cooking. I mean, the title was made for me.
I know. Do you feel like cooking? I know.
No, but I do, because you make it so easy. This is Caroline Chambers, everybody. She's here to show us some of her easy and delicious recipes. And it's as if you are reading the minds of so many of us who want to cook.
Yes.
It just doesn't come naturally, or we don't have time.
We simply don't have the time. That's exactly where the idea came from. I am a professional recipe developer, right? Like, I love cooking. I made it my entire career. But after I had my first son, and then I've had 2 and 3 more, I suddenly didn't feel like cooking. And so
because it's busy.
Yeah, you're busy.
And what you're doing now, as you
day.
can see, like, it just comes so naturally. But we're doing a one-pan wonder, which is
doing
my favorite way to cook.
One-pan wonder. There are a ton.
And they can go either way. But this, I snuck and tasted. It's so good.
Yes.
So this is with chicken. You've already done a little seasoning. You did salt, pepper.
Woo.
You're just throwing. These are
bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. There are 3 recipes in the book that are like 1 skillet chicken and rice situations. They use all different cuts of chicken.
And you said to me, we can use, I'm not a fan of bones or skin.
Yes.
So I just want to do boneless.
This book is all about swaps and substitutions. Use what you've got. You could use a pork tenderloin that's been sitting in your freezer for 6 months.
But I'm a rule follower, so I'll follow the recipe. I just might do a different.
Follow the rules.
Okay, so you got this, you got a nice pot, you did a little bit of oil on the bottom.
Yeah, we're searing our chicken. So we're cooking it skin side down to get that skin really nice and crispy. That's what we love. If you love a chicken thigh, that's what you love about it. So we're cooking that skin side down, and it's going to render, aka let go of its fat, and that's what we're going to cook.
Okay.
This sliced shallot and garlic in.
Okay.
And we're just going to cook it. If we were if we had all the time in the world, we would cook this in a different pot. But this is a 1-pot recipe, so we're just going to cook these shallots and garlic all around it.
All the ingredients blend so well together. Why would you do it?
Why do it in a separate pot? Like, we don't have the time for that. So we're cooking our shallots and garlic. Once they are cooked down and kind of caramelized.
Well, you sear both sides.
No, we actually just sear that first side, and it cooks for about 15 minutes to get nice and crispy. So, do some squats, take a break. You've got a moment, and then come over here, flip that chicken over.
Oh, look how good that
looks.
And
look how beautiful that is. And this is where the real 1-pot magic starts to happen. We're going to add our rice. Just kind of scoot your chicken over, throw that stock in there.
So this is dry rice right into the pot. This is dry
rice right into the pot, and we're going to add the stock. And then grab that pesto.
Yes, because this recipe is called, tell everybody what the recipe is called.
This is called 1 skillet chicken and pesto rice with asparagus. So we're just stirring all that in. And pesto makes, it's like such an easy flavor bomb ingredient.
And even kids love it. My kids love pesto.
So this is not cooking on the stovetop. We are throwing that into the oven for about 25 minutes. 15 minutes in, we're going to add asparagus, and it gets perfectly crisp tender. Again, this could be 3 pans. We could have chicken, rice, and the asparagus.
When it's in the oven, you're throwing in the asparagus
so you cook it for about 15 minutes, and you add the raw asparagus, do a little olive oil drizzle, a little salt, and then throw it back in.
And look at the end result,
and then
you guys.
bam, you throw on some feta, some pesto, and that's all it takes. I like to throw this right in the middle of the dinner table because then I have 3 kids, 3 boys.
It looks so good. I'm making this tonight.
If they serve themselves, they will eat so much more.
We'll have this recipe for you as well. I'm definitely making this. If you want an easy dessert, how about a little peach cobbler, everybody?
A little caramelized
style
snickerdoodle peach cobbler, perhaps.
Tell us really quickly.
The name makes it sound really tricky, but it is actually the easiest thing. You can use apples during the winter, blueberries, whatever fruit you have to make this cobbler, and it's pretty dang good. I like to add ice cream to it just to make, and then if you have leftovers the next morning, a little Greek yogurt is like the best breakfast you'll ever have.
The snicker element.
The snicker
is insane.
Yeah, so instead of a cobbler, add some cinnamon, make it like that snickerdoodle cookie vibe. It's
and all of the recipes are basically one pot?
Tons of 1-pot sheet pan. We are using as few dishes and as little time as humanly possible in this book. The chapters are 15 minute, 30 minute, 45. The 45-minute ones are 2 minutes of prep, throw it in the oven.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Dinner is served, everybody.
Dinner served.
You can get these recipes on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Caroline's cookbook is so good. It's out tomorrow. You will love it.